Well, a federal court in Colorado, they have now ruled in favor of Christian churches in the state when it comes to these restrictions placed on them, including face masks. We're going to get into the full details. Before I go any further, guys, I got to give a special shout out here to Heriberto, who recently became a $5 patron, helping to support the channel. Thank you so much, Heriberto. I appreciate the support, my friend. And guys, if you would like to help support what I do as well, you can do so for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative truth. That link in the description gets you access to over 25 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes out on Patreon. Unlike YouTube, you're not going to get all the alerts, even if you have that bell selected, because YouTube doesn't like me, but I know you guys like me. So when you get done watching me here, browse back, check what you missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. So what are we talking about here in Colorado? Well, Colorado officials there, they thought they would just take it upon themselves to implement a mandatory mask mandate for all churches in the state. Not only that, but they also put a cap on how many people could attend the church services. Two churches in particular, they filed a lawsuit. This was the Denver Bible Church and the Community Baptist Church, filed a lawsuit here, and a federal judge making a ruling on this earlier today, siding with the churches. So this is great news, saying that no longer would they be required to wear masks when they're in the house of God, which is good. They never should have had that imposed on them in the first place. And also, they would no longer have any sort of a limit on attendance. So they can get rid of that. They can go back to full capacity again. However, although many are celebrating this as a victory, and rightfully so, I'm just kind of one of those guys who says that this, you know what, wait a minute, let's take a look and see if everything has in fact been cleared. And it hasn't. Still, the church will be required to social distance, and they are not allowed to shake hands. They're banned from shaking hands. So that didn't get removed from the order at all. That still is intact. Now, in order for the church to be completely free, they need to be completely free. They shouldn't have any restrictions whatsoever. I'm glad that the masks are no longer going to be a thing there. The judge said it like this. If, people are out at restaurants, they're required to wear the mask when they walk in, but not when they eat and they get to their table, because we know somehow the virus disappears when you get to the table. Then the same thing should be said for those who attend religious services. I mean, they said this was discrimination against the churches, and it is. It is. But not being allowed to shake hands, the whole socially distanced, being in the church is about bringing the community of God, the family of God together. Not just, giving a little salute, a little wave from a distance. Oh, sorry, I can't touch your hand. I can't greet you. That should be up to the people to decide what they want to do for themselves, not the government. So they say that, this has stopped government intrusion, but has it really? Has it really? Do people not have the ability to think for themselves anymore? If they want to risk shaking someone's hand, that's on them. For those who don't want to shake hands, then don't. But don't tell people they can't shake hands or they can't hug or greet each other or whatever the case is. To me, that's ridiculous. And the whole social distancing thing on top of that is, let's get people as far away from each other as possible. Well, you're back to full capacity again. It's going to be a little hard to distance people when you no longer have a limit. But I'm just saying, if you're going to do this, go all in. I know we got to take little victories where we can, but I am just so tired of the fact that, we'll give you a little bit, but we're not going to give you everything. I think it's time for the people of God to start making a lot more noise when it comes to this. Again, it's good to celebrate the small victories, but you know what? When they still have implemented a ban on shaking hands and a mandatory, social distancing thing, these are your churches, pastors. Okay, you're letting them tell you what to do with it? I'm sorry, I wouldn't be good with that, but that's just me. What do you guys think? You can let me know down below in the comment section. Perhaps you live in Colorado. Maybe you attend one of these churches here, and you could provide some more insight from us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.